Dear students, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, based on the time zone at presently you are staying. First of all, I welcome all of you for our YouTube channel. You know very well, I am Selvamani Krishnamurthy, who is sitting in front of you. This is Data Science video lesson number 20. In this lesson, let us study append method. How to append or join or merge or concatenate two data frames. We are having two data frames. How to join or append or merge or concatenate these two data frames. That is what we are going to study in this lesson. As usual, I like to share my screen. I hope my screen is visible to all. Data Science video lesson number 20. So topic is appending data frame. This is what topic. See, append method can be used to merge two data frames. Data frame means it has row and a column. How to merge two data frame? Append method we can use. While using append method, rows of second data frame are added at the end of first data frame. Rows are added at the end of first data frame. What about columns? See, columns of second data frame not present in the first data frame. Columns which are not present, not available in the first data frame are added as a new column. That you must understand. What about missing element? Missing elements are replaced by not a number, NaN, very simple. I hope it is clear to all. So let us see one by one. Here, as usual, I import pandas as PT. I created one data frame called df1 using nested list, 3 rows, 3 columns. So row indexes are R1, R2, R3, column indexes are C1, C2, C3. So I created one data frame, I displayed df1. 3 rows are there represented by R1, R2, R3. 3 columns are there, C1, C2, C3, no problem. Again, I created another data frame called df2 from nested list. Row indexes are R4, R5, R6. Column indexes are C4, C5, C6. No problem. I hope it is clear. In df1, different row heading, different row index, different column index. Similarly, in df2 also, different row index, different column index, no problem. Now, I try to append df2 into df1. What will happen? All the rows of df2, that is R4, R5, R6, added at the end of df1. See, R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, no problem. In same way, column C4, C5, C6 of df2 are not available in df1. df1 contains C1, C2, C3. df2 contains C4, C5, C6. All 3 columns are not available in df1. That will be added as a new column, C4, C5, C6. Missing values, R1, C1 is there, but R4, C1 not there. Am I right? These missing elements are replaced by NaN, not a number. Similarly, R1, C1 is there, R1, C4 not there. Okay. Yes, R1 not there. C4 is there. Okay. That is a missing values are replaced by NaN. I hope it is clear. Let I demonstrate the same thing in front of you so that you can easily understand. I import pandas as PD. So I create one data frame, PD dot data frame with nested list 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, here index equal to R1, R2, R3. Then column index C1, C2, C3. I hope it is clear. Let me check. So DF1 created with 3 rows, 3 columns. R1, R2. Here I made mistakes. It should be R3. C1, C2, C3. R1, R2, R3 are row index. C1, C2, C3 are column index. I hope it is clear. Let me insert one more cell. One more data frame called DF2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Similarly, here R4, R5, R6, C4, C5, C6. This is DF2. I created another data frame DF2 with a different column index, different row index, no problem. Okay, row index and column index of DF1 and DF3 are totally different. Let me insert one more. Here, DF1 dot append DF2. Okay, let me check. See it here. R4, R5, R6. That is, rows of second data frame are added at the end of first data frame. The column C5, C6, C4, C5, C6, which are not present in data frame 1, are added as a new column. Missing values are replaced by not a number. I hope it is clear to all. Now let us proceed further. What will happen if rows and columns are already available in the first data frame? See, I created one data frame DF3. Same thing with nested list, but some elements are missing. See it here, R1, R2, R3, C1, C2, C3, but some elements are missing. R2, C3 is missing. Here 3 elements, here only 2 elements. Similarly, these 2 elements are missing. Missing elements are replaced by not a number. Fine. Here 3 rows, only 2 columns. 3 rows, only 2 columns. Here also some elements are missing. Missing elements are replaced by not a number. Fine. But the problem is R2 is available in DF4, also DF3. Similarly, C2 is available in DF4 as well as DF2. Okay, that means what? Some missing element here. Same row and same column index. DF3 dot append dot DF4. What will happen? As usual, row of second data frame, that is R4, R2, R5 are added at the end of first data frame. That's not a problem. Row, not a problem. C5 is not available in DF3. It added as a new column C5. But C2 is already available here. C2 elements are added at the end of the row 10, 40, 60, 10, 40, 60, here 10, 40, 60. As usual, missing elements are replaced by not a number. That you must understand. Same thing I can demonstrate in front of you. Let me insert one more cell. Here, EF4 equal to PD dot data frame. As usual, nested list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, comma. Next list 4, 5. Some missing element. Third list only one element. That is 7. Fine. Here row index, column index. For row index, column index, same. I can copy same like this. I hope it is clear. Let me check. DS3. Fine. I got R1, R2, R3, C1, C2, C3. Here some elements are missing. I need one more cell. This is DF4 equal to PD dot data frame. Same thing. Okay. Here 10, 20. First row is 10, 20, comma. Second row contains only one element, comma. Third row contains 60, 70. 60, 70. Okay. Now index, that is row index, R4, comma, R2, comma, R5. Column index. Column index C2, C5. C2, C5. Okay, let me check DF4. Some elements are missing, 3 rows, 2 columns, but some rows and columns already available in DF3. Let me insert one more cell. Now DF3 dot append of DF4. Let me check. See it here. Rows of second data frame are added at the end of rows of first data frame, no problem. C5 is the new data column that is added as a new column. C2 is already available. That means what? 10, 40, 60 also added. Okay, rows are added, but existing column are not added as a new column. That you must understand. Next concept is how to sort column wise. Let me see. Here DF4 dot append of DF3. Okay, DF4 columns are first. C2, C5. After that, C1, C3. See it here. C2, C5. After that, C4, C1. But I want to display all columns in ascending order of column index. C1, C2, C3, C5. Like this. What I have to do? Same thing. D4 dot append of DF3, comma, sort equal to true. That means column index wise it will sort. Let me check once again. Let me insert one more cell. Instead of DF3, we can put DF4. Now DF4 is the first data frame. Append DF3. Let me check here. See it here. C2, C5. That is C2, C5. After that, C1, C3. Okay. But I want to sort column wise. Let me insert one more cell. Same thing. Comma, sort of true. By default, it will be false. Let me check it here. See it here. C1, C2. After that, C3, C4. I hope it is clear to all. Now, this is the time for recap. See, whatever we studied, let us recap. Append method can be used to merge two data frames. While using append, rows of second data frame are added at the end of first data frame. No problem. But columns of second data frame not present in first data frame are added as a new column. I hope it is clear. Missing elements are replaced by not a number. I hope it is clear to all. Today, let us stop here itself. I hope all of you enjoy this lesson nicely. In next lesson, let us study something extra. Until then, thank you, student. Have a nice good day. Bye-bye. See you.